GPS on Mars. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me, yeah? Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clarity, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Rip right. Up left. 80 weapon. Spawn.
Here's Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Strong left. I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Redskin first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No. You draw fortress. Shit. Hey, alert 33. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got tape. King. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go, Mike 50. Hey, alert. Here I come again.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Point it right. Up. Hey, wahoo! 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Protein spill. Check 50.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert. Check 31. King.
They run. Cook. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think he got... I love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Check
Cook. Cook able to escape. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set, 180. Double dog, that's the way. Check. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 26, check 99, check 99. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers, like that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun. Wentz. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
5-9. Hey, empty. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Delta.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Let's find 7.
52. Watch 52. 52.
Wentz now to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, Ford Tokyo. Hey, Zoo. Greystone, travel.
955. Hey, eat. Your job.
357.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Set. 180.
Be a long day for you.
Bang. King. 6-6. Pull it high. Wide. Get wide.
Kill.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 2nd down, Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And the Redskin 1st down.
Alert, alert! Alert! Watch out!
They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Army, Army. Check three.
Regular.
On second and very short, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Redskins on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 14.
Minus 50. Watch out!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
61, matchbox, light.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
82.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, pick your game up. Check.
Pistol.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Play fake. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Lefty. General West.
Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong. 55.
On play action, Wentz. Forced out to his left. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They give to Johnson going right. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 50, Charlie. Stop your whining.
Martinez now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Good. 180.
Here we go. Watch that in. Watch that in.
Pistol. Watch that.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
24 is the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 24 is the mic. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Martinez. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
55's my guy, 55. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check, 50, Eddie, go.
On fourth down, Martinez. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12. At the 12.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. It's a second down run with Sanders. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Be afraid of me. Nice 7, let's go. New Mike 52. Ready.
Martinez operating from the gun. This is caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's fourth down.
They come out here in the eye. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Again, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Next to score, Redskins 28, Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
We own it. Run. Check 43. 80 weapon. Tighten up.
Mayfield to throw it this time. They'll rifle this one deep right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Scene 6. 2 is the Mike. Mike 52. Mike 52. All day, just like that.
Now Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 18. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Delta. Mike 52. Mike 52. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 52.
Operating from the gun, Martinez. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Martinez throwing on 4th down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Mayfield now. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
180.
I'm here all day.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Chopper.
Here's Johnson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Eagles on third down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Martinez. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 4th down, Martinez. And he's going to go down again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rabbit. Switch.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Check. Lucky.
Again, it's Cook. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw